Mark Zuckerberg is the 10th richest person in the world. His ideas gave rise to some of the world's biggest tech giants today. What is it about the CEO that makes him such a remarkable businessman? In this video, we are going to discuss some of Zuckerberg's most outstanding qualities, some of which you might like to imbibe to grow your business. Define your mission. This is probably the first and most critical step in the creation of any business. You cannot go about doing any and everything that feels like a great idea. For Mark Zuckerberg, the mission was to make the world more open and connected. It is this same reason that drives Facebook in its expansion to new realms, such as the metaverse. Having a mission is both crucial to staying on course when doubt sets in and being determined even when the road seems impossible. Start now. There is a tendency to not implement an idea for a simple reason that we don't feel good enough. What this does is leave us with endless pages of imagination that we wind up dejected for never putting to use. An additional risk of allowing this feeling to overwhelm you is that someone else might have the same idea and simply seize the momentum to execute it. Then it is a whole new volume of regret. Mark Zuckerberg was never the perfect creator. His first two ideas were flushed down the drain, but this did not stop him from implementing a third. He was also fully aware of his own limitations, choosing to limit his network to only Harvard at the initial stage. Today, developing his idea those years ago has not stopped Zuckerberg from making mistakes, but it has firmly established him as a force to reckon with in the world of social interactions. So, accept that you're going to make mistakes. Start regardless and keep learning along the way. Start small. It is normal to have big dreams when starting out as a business owner, and while starting small is the most cliché insight in the self-help playbook, trust us, it is super important. Zuckerberg did not create Facebook to cater to a huge audience on his first day, neither did he do it in the first month or year. He waited a full 2.5 years before extending Facebook to the public in 2006. When you have an idea or are trying to acquire a skill, it's important to try adapting its demands to your current situation. Limiting expansion to as much as you and your team can take at a particular time will not only help with providing the best services, it will also strengthen skill in every phase. Build a strong team. Building a strong team does not necessarily translate to building the team with the most formidable skill sets. A strong team will possess this quality, but will also have at its center a belief in the company's growth. To cultivate a great culture, you must ensure that your vision is clearly communicated to each person. This helps you to keep the house in sync, while you also listen to criticism. Zuckerberg demonstrates this attribute by being open to reviews from employees. He is known to have submitted to learning from a former CEO when people at his company criticized his leadership skills. Facebook also runs hackathons that provide staff with the environment to develop great ideas. Some of the results are Facebook Chat and the Friend Suggester. At work, employees also get to bond with the work they do. There is music and gaming equipment to help take the edge off and escape boredom. At the management level, Zuckerberg was intentional about forming the right partnerships. His alliance with Sheryl Sandberg as COO helped him distribute talents. Sheryl was bringing ideas to life, while his was providing the imagination. Be consumer-centric. This means your product must always be focused on what the consumer needs. It's not enough to believe that your offer is what they need. You must also be certain that they actually need it. The way to acquire certainty is by investigating end-user aspirations and how these can be converted into a meaningful product. Instagram is one place where people get to display their lives as they want people to see it. Facebook creates communities with social connections, and WhatsApp allows person-to-person interaction on a more secure and personal level. The better you are able to use these insights, the more effective you will be at deriving a market for your product. Never compromise quality. This is a rule of thumb for anything you find yourself doing. If you want to earn respect and stay ahead of competitors, your business must place quality at the center of its objectives. Not only will you be insistent in this regard, you must also continue to innovate and develop new ways to make your offer stand out. Since it was first released, Facebook has come a very long way. It has not spared costs in making itself more immersive and interesting to use. It has also not been idle in rolling out new products, where it is faced with criticism. The company adapts its methods to suit new demands and remain reputable in the eyes of its users. This is something to always have in mind when providing a service to people. Learn from others. You may set out thinking that everything you do has to be unique or come from you. This is a definite way to delay growth. Your idea does not have to be 100% unique. What it will need in the long run is the quality of thoughts and people that are committed to implementing it. If a rival is doing something that gets them results, you want to examine that model and try to apply it to your own situation. They will likely be doing the same with whatever they think is working for you. This was the case when Zuckerberg chose to create something that already had competitors such as Friendster and MySpace. He had no qualms with doing something of what they did but was highly intentional about making things work out differently. That's it for today's video, guys. Are there other qualities you would like to add to the list? Write them in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.